What is an overdrawn current account and how is it treated in a liquidation? I don't know how many times I've heard this, but when I've asked directors, do you have an overdrawn current account? They say, no, I've only taken a salary. And then when you look at the financial records, there's no salary on the P&L, but there's overdrawn current account on the balance sheet. There is a really big misperception here around what an overdrawn current account is. It is not a salary. It is a liability. It's a loan that is repayable on demand. Now, I understand why people take overdrawn current accounts. I've done it for years myself. It has a convenience to it. You take money when the cash is available, and when it's not, you don't. But you got to know that that is a loan and it's repayable on demand. So one of the first things that liquidators do when they're appointed is they will go to the accountant and they'll ask for all of the financial records. They'll go to the bank, they'll ask for the bank accounts, and they'll reconstruct anything that's not in the financial records. As soon as they see an overdrawn current account, the demand has got out the door. Now, I've been involved in countless cases where liquidators take a really aggressive approach with current accounts because it's the low-hanging fruit. For example, I acted for a liquidator, and what we did is we issued demand. It was a $400,000 current account. It had been carried over many years, as is often the case, and we went straight to court. We froze the director's assets, we froze his home, froze bank accounts, and we wanted the certainty that when we finally got our day in court, which would be a year, maybe 2 years later, that the assets would still be there and that we'll be able to recover them. That's not an uncommon approach. That is what liquidators do for bread and butter. So if you're considering a liquidation, really important that as part of your pre-liquidation process, you get specialist insolvency advice that's going to address things like an overdrawn current account. Maybe you need to declare that as salary properly to get it off the balance sheet and onto the P&L. And yes, there's going to be a difference in tax that you're going to need to pay, but that probably is going to be a lot better than having your assets frozen and dealing with an aggressive liquidator.